Hey everybody, it's Bugsy No Name, the chaotic mind behind the Big Three Box Network. I was kinda putting this off today. I knew I'd had to make a video on it, and it's a little hard for me because like this man made Marvel what it is. And I know a lot of people always talk about, well, well, he cheated like Steve Ditko and the other people out of it. But I don't think that's true. I mean, if you say that now, you're just being kind of spiteful at this point. But, like, listen, Stan Lee, guys, I don't really get emotional with celebrity deaths, but because you've only seen me emotional three times now, and I'm trying to be a little bit more articulate when I say stuff like this, but Stan Lee did make my childhood. Like, I used to watch Spider Man. I used to watch the Hulk because they used to come on Fox Kids. X Men was my favorite. Without Stan Lee, we wouldn't have had X Men. We wouldn't have had all this. And I, I always wanted to meet him at a con, and I never got to go at. I never got to go to a con because usually like summer stuff is like my family plans things, and we never, you know, I didn't get to go to a con. I always wanted to meet him and tell him like thank you. And like, thank you for creating Spider-Man. Thank you for creating the X-Men. Thank you for that freaking reality show you did, the freaking superhuman one. That was like the best kind of reality show I ever could have saw. And I thank you for that. Also, Stripperella, you know, y'all know why I like it. Okay, let's not beat around the bush on that one. Thank you, Stanley. I know a lot of people still will give me kind of shit every now and again, but you were always a big part of my childhood. I mean, what you put like with Spider-Man, you always kind of push for great power comes great responsibility. And I looked at your old video where you were talking about we should all accept each other because someone was putting one of your videos on their timeline. I was like, I'm just deeply saddened when I woke up today. When I woke up today fully, I found this out by freaking IGN of all things because I only watch them for like news and stuff. And when I found this out, everybody, I was like, my eyes I didn't even have my glasses on. My eyes were like about to bug out of my head almost. I was like, no, this can't, no. I know Stan Lee was dealing with a lot of health problems at the time, and he is pretty old, but still, it just it hit me, you know, like it's gonna hit me whenever I hear freaking Miyamoto dies or Sakurai dies, because again, components of your childhood are just gone. It just feels weird, you know. Stanley made freaking Spider-Man what he is, and you know, and made Marvel what it is. So when you all watch a Marvel movie that Stanley had a hand in making, you know, just be just just thank just thank the man. I just it it really just makes it's hard for me to just put out my words, man. It's hard, and I'm trying to, but it's just Stanley. You were the You were the greatest, dude. You were the greatest. Some other people may give you shit, but personally, you were awesome. And I wonder if if you weren't gonna still cameo in Marvel movies, I wonder would they pull the Watcher thing with you? Because I was kind of considered like, why do you appear in every Marvel movie contextually? Like, even for a small cameo, I'm like, dude, because a lot of people were like having this theory that you were the Watcher, and I was like, oh, maybe that is true. And I was hoping for that to kind of come to a head at some point, but guess not. Stanley, you made you made my childhood what it is. Without you, I probably would have. Without you making Spider-Man, I probably wouldn't have even got into comics when I did. And that was like long before you were done doing like stories for Spider-Man. But I always used to look at your older ones, where the ones with when Gwen Stacy and when Peter fought the Goblin. And, when Peter fought the Goblin after Gwen Stacy's death, it was a very human thing. Like, he beat the ever loving crap out of Goblin, and he just didn't. He didn't feel any better. He just felt empty. You know, you always put when Spider-Man. It was always with great power comes great responsibility. With the X-Men, it was always like with Spider-Man with the X-Men. It was always about like acceptance in a world that hates you. The Hulk, it was probably not, you know, I don't know, dealing with the anger that's inside of you. The most poignant thing I think Stanley has ever said, and that kind of affected me, was in Mallrats. I can't remember the exact words, but I remember he was just like talking about his, you know, kind of like his deepest regret, and maybe that was only just for Mallrats, but I don't know, it kind of resonated. But I'm just talking now. Rest in peace, Stanley. No, your legacy will always be remembered. Excelsior. Enough said. Enough said.